All right, here we go. We are back from our break. Everyone got to go get some water, and we got our next robots onto the field, and we're going to switch over to that right around soon, very soon.
We should switch that camera view to the field as the field is ready.
So in the box, we will have Brobot and Eagle. Robot and Eagle in the box currently. We'll switch to the view in a couple seconds. Hold on. Oh, sorry, that's Fairyweight.
Fairyweight
Forget
has
that
now
Fairyweights
started. There is a separate stream for that is running parallel. But now we're just going to move into this match.
All right. Brobot in the red corner. Are you guys ready? Got the thumbs up. Eagle in the blue corner. Are you ready? Cool. Judges, are you ready? All right. We'll hit the countdown. 3, 2, 1, fight. You can hear the gentle hum of the motors. Here we go. I say gentle. There's nothing gentle about this.
Ooh. Big hit coming across from Brobot onto Eagle.
Okay,
Eagle
good
once
hits.
again
Good
getting
hits.
flipped. That ramp is upside down. They're going to have to figure out a way to right themselves.
Yeah, we're going to need some.
Robot's going to be looking for another hit.
Got some good aggression going on here. I want to see some sparks fly. Here we go. Give him another hit.
Happened to Robot's
We have some
weapon, it seems.
We have some stops, some pushing. I think they're hugging. I'm not really sure. I like hugs too, but maybe not in the battlefield. I don't know.
Robot's weapon turning back on. The upside down ramp from Eagle actually able to fit snugly into the ramp from Brobot.
Keeping him from
part just flew off.
Knocking off one of your own wedgelets. That's fun.
Hey, the wedgelet weapon.
That is true. We've talked about
detachable
this.
projectile.
Having some difficulty moving around on the field.
Both robots looking for a chance to get a good shot in.
With about 45 seconds left, we probably, as we normally do, we're going to have probably another judge's choice here. Some of the aggression. Just trying to get underneath that wedge, but it's so difficult with it on the wrong side of the wedge.
Looks like Eagle might be down to one wheel as they're not really able to move that left wheel.
Robot
goes
couple
for another
chips.
hit.
There we go.
Getting more damage.
That's a fun little dance right there. I like the dance.
Doing a waltz under the spotlight.
All right.
13 seconds left.
Got 10 left. All right. Ref going into the countdown. And that's the end of the match. All right. Great job from Brobot and Eagle. Let's give them good round of applause.
Eagle taking a lot of hits that round. Looks like that wheel still might be disabled, which is probably not going to leave them in too great of a spot in terms of how much damage was incurred.
Yeah. All right. Well, 1 pound taking all the time for our matches. 3 pound on the other hand, which I think is going to be very quick. We're going to be moving into the actually, I think we're going to be taking a break in 3 pound for a second. Because 3 pound has moved so quickly and so destructively, we're having difficulties determining which robots are going to be able to function because some of them are in disrepair currently. So,
and for the teams that don't have spare parts, if they get taken out, then they're out for the rest of the time. Their bracket will not continue.
Yeah, it'll just be a forfeit from that point on. So, we're gonna let the 3 pounders sort it out and find out if we run another 1 pound match. But in the meantime, great work so far from the 1 pound robots. There hasn't really been any knockouts except for once.
There was one less than 30-second ant weight, but the beetle weights seem to be the ones that have.
All right.
Brobot won as a split decision, so Brobot being the. Not necessarily. I mean, I guess it's a wide vertical spinner, not to the point of an egg beater.
Yeah.
But once again, a vertical spinner.
Yeah, Brobot
taking the cake.
Brobot taking the win in that last match. Great job. All right.
Flipper, while scalable, does not seem to be the design of the day.
Yeah, it's hard to compete with those vertical spinners.
Especially at this weight class. I mean, you're just able to output so much more force
than
you're able to try to avoid I suppose. Even if you get a good hit or a good flip in with a flipper and make sure that you're always behind them, you're still just not going to be able to, if you get hit once, withstand that damage that is incurred by any one of those vertical spinners.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to keep yourself on the ground. But I think we're getting ready for a match on the field. I think they're still trying to decide.
Looks like it's going to be Spring Breakers and Hornet.
All right. So the next match that's going into the box is pause. We're going to pause for a second.
Spring Breakers and Hornet are in the box currently.
And we're going to be kicking off the losers bracket for the 3-pounders in just a few seconds. We're going to let people sort it out. Sort it out in a moment. This will be the 3-pound losers bracket as we are moving into the losers bracket. Actively changing it. All right. So in the blue corner we have Hornet. In the red corner we have Spring Breakers. Red team, are you ready? Yeah. Blue team, are you ready? All right, judges, are you ready? All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, match start. And I'm not hearing anything hum. Oh, there we go.
There's that weapon.
There's a weapon.
Hornet's spinning up the weapon.
Hornet's going for the
Breakers.
hit. Come on, Hornet.
Hornet seems to be too tall.
too
that
tall.
They actually can't hit.
Come
If
on.
he hits that motor, though, I think it's going to be game
Come on,
over
hit
for
the motor.
Spring Breakers.
Okay, not the wall. The box always
Oh,
wins.
And it looks like that weapon,
Nah, box always wins. Don't forget.
the box may have disabled Hornet's weapon.
Come on. You guys can still fight. I promise. Keep driving.
Spring Breakers looking like they're having a fun time laying their head up against the wall as if it's raining outside.
Hornet losing its stinger, unfortunately. And Spring Breakers did not make it to Florida this time, I guess. Man.
Looking like that wheel is still disabled from last round, as Hornet never hit Spring Breakers, but Hornet has a disabled weapon. This is going to be the first 3-pound match to actually go past 30 seconds.
This is one of the 3-pound matches of all time.
Certainly is.
I am loving the aggression points coming out of this right now. I think the judges are going to be beyond confused for how they score this, but that's their job.
Looks like that might be a pin from Hornet, at least for a few seconds.
At this point, any contact will get some kind of points. We got 20 seconds left in the match. Okay. I'm getting good push, good push. Spring Breakers just trying to keep the movement going. We're on the countdown. Now we're dancing. It's a waltz. And now the match is over. All right. Shout out to Spring Breakers and Hornets for having the first match go to the full time. Let's go. Now we got the slow clap. Fantastic.
It's going to be entirely up to the judges, but I think, as one of our producers mentioned, damage against yourself is still damage.
That is
and
damage.
Since Spring Breakers never spun their weapon up, if it never worked in the first place, it can't be disabled.
That is
So it
that is
could
true.
it could leave room for Hornet to have hit against the box and ended up indirectly causing themselves to lose the match.
There is a non-zero chance of that.
I guess we're going to have to see what the judges have to say, but it was indeed the first match that went past 30 seconds.
Yeah.
In the 3-pound bracket.
It went the full time. It went the full time. So great job on their part. Oh, man. All right. So the winner of that last match was Hornet by unanimous vote. So Spring Breakers, you guys did a great job.
Complete upset.
Complete upset. There you go. But great job from both teams. I'm sure we'll see them again. Spring Breakers, we'll see you guys next time. And they're waving goodbye.
You'll have all of spring break to be able to make your weapon work.
All right. And I'm going to get some confirmation if we have a 1 pound or 3 pound match coming in. All right, we have Daddy Badger versus Ethos coming into the cage.
For the 1 pound bracket.
Into the pain cage. All right. Got them setting up in the corner. We'll switch over to that view real soon. All right. And on deck, we'll have Jaguar versus Waga 2.5. So you guys go ahead and get on deck. Yeah, got Daddy Badger in the red corner and Ethos in the blue corner. We're setting up. We're closing up the box. They are locked in with no way to get out. All right. Red team, Daddy Badger, are you ready? Ethos, are you ready? Judges, are you ready? All right. 3, 2, 1, fight. Oh, I can hear the weapon spin up. Got some pretty sparks. Oh, there we go.
Ethos getting flung into the corner by their own weapon. More sparks flying as that weapon connects again with Daddy Badger.
I can hear that. You could hear the low hum of the egg beater.
Woo! Ooh, another good hit. Looks like that weapon on Ethos actually might be disabled, as it's no longer spinning up.
Good weapon on weapon hits. Although,
ooh, another good hit and a nice flip. Daddy Badger looking like they might be taking Ethos out because that weapon's not able to spin. They might be pinned.
He might put him in the knockout. We'll see. Can he move? Can he get up?
Judges counting down 5 seconds to move.
And
looks like that's going to be Daddy Badger taking the cake from a knockout from Ethos. Very fast 1 pound match.
Great knockout. Great knockout.
Not only disabling the weapon, but disabling the robot by flipping it over.
Good
is
flip.
One really good way to win the match.
Yeah.
Looks like that belt actually slipped off of the weapon for that vertical.
Oh, I do see the
spinner.
belt. The belt did come off. All right.
The egg beater hit to the back of that robot is probably what smacked that thing loose.
But on deck right now, we have Jaguar versus Waga 2.5. We have a delay for that next match, but we will keep you updated as we currently clear the field from the 1 pound match.
Very fast 1 pound match, especially from what we've seen today. Not a 30-second knockout, however, it was still within a minute, which is, less than half the time.
Rutro. Doing a little shifting right now.
Okay, so the one on your left is now going to be the current, and the one on the right is going to be on deck. That way you can see both.
All right. So on the left, on our stream now, since we are also trying to figure out what the matches are, on the top left of your screen, you will see who is currently in the cage and who is going to be fighting. On the right side, the top right, you will see who is on deck, getting ready to go in the staging area, and they'll be going onto the box next. So you read left to right, left being currently on, well, I guess left over here, and then right being on deck. There you go. That's how we run it today.
That way we can make sure that we're getting you guys the accurate information on who's on and who's next to let you know if your team's up next.
Yes, we have a lot of activity in the main room, and we need to have our competitors up to date on who's coming up. But right now we're going to have a delay in our 3 pound matches between Waga and was going to be Jaguar, but I think they're still sorting out some of their own damage when their weapon flew off. Although they are being fielded currently, so we will find out.
Jaguar is on the field looking for somebody to take them on.
Yeah. We will get confirmation from our judges, or not from the judges, from our referees and the producers real soon.
Last time, Jaguar's weapon did take a pretty big flight as it hit the wall and hit Hailstone and got sent off that robot. So we'll see if they did anything different or just are trying a different approach for driving.
Meanwhile, I've heard a lot of excitement from our Fairyweight stream over, if you guys want to check that out on our channel. Fairyweights have been moving around a lot, and I think throwing each other into the pits of doom. So I think the Fairyweight box is having a lot of fun if you guys want to check out that channel as well. Yeah, we're getting fielded, probably set up. And
Looks like Jaguars coming
Looking-
off the field as Wagga had delayed. So they're going to take a delay themselves. Or I guess make use of the delay more than anything else. And in the chat, we're going to see these are the 2 brackets that we have for the 1 and 3 pound robots. So if you want to know where teams are in the brackets and as it moves along, I believe they're dynamic and will move with the competition. So
it will, yes.
we won't have to keep reposting them.
All right. So I believe we're going to take one of our winners brackets for 3 pound, and we're going to have Cobra Chicken and Warhard coming into the box. Cobra Chicken and Warhard from the winners bracket for 3 pound coming into the box.
We'll see how quickly they can get set up as both teams look ready to go, ready to fight. Warhard last time, I mean both teams last time knocking out in
Those
less than 30
immediate
seconds.
knockouts, yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting to see this time if either robot is going to be able to actually stay
I want those
alive for more than 30 seconds.
I want to see those good weapon-on-weapon hits. That's what makes the best sparks.
Well, it's 2 vertical spinners, so I think you're going to get quite a spark show.
We will see a lot going on today. Titanium versus steel is what I'm being told. So we're going to have some great sparks flying. All right. We're getting ready. They're setting up. They're priming the robots. And the box is now locked up with no escape. All right. Red team, for Cobra Chicken, are you ready? All right, there we go. Blue team, are you ready? Warhard. Judges, are you ready? All right, here comes the countdown. 3, 2, 1, fight. There's the spin up. Whoa!
Big
There's
first
the hit. We got
Another
some hits. Oh, man. Here we go. I wanted those weapon-on-weapon hits. Here they are. He's flying.
So many hits.
So
Lots
many
of the
hits.
arena flying away with these massive hits coming across.
Are we flipped or are we moving? We're moving.
Oh, we're fighting the arena.
Almost self-righted. Almost. All right. We got some carnage in the box today. Come on, there's the hit.
More
Woo!
sparks and the box is taking some damage.
Cobra Chicken with a bent wedge.
Oh, that's a tire.
I think a tire came off. There we go. We're stuck somewhere.
Cobra Chicken's ramplet looking like it's keeping it off of the ground with its one working wheel
Are we
being
going to get one
suspended
more
in the
hit?
air.
Are we going to get a hit? He's toying with
Warhard's
the...
looking for a nice chunk of
Oh,
that robot.
man. Yeah. We got pieces coming off everywhere on this fight.
Cobra Chicken getting flipped many,
Spinning
many
down.
times. Still alive. That ramplet is just keeping his one working wheel up off of the ground. Warhard looking like he's going in for the kill.
Oh, man. He's taking himself around the arena with that egg beater.
26 seconds left.
We've got the ref shouting over the screaming bots to try and tell him the time.
With 15 seconds left, anything could happen, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a total knockout on either side.
I feel like I'm in a wood shop right now.
Parts flying everywhere. The weapon was disabled for Cobra Chicken. A few seconds.
That's a tap out.
That's a tap on Cobra.
Wow.
Warhard being the winner.
Nice job. The crowd loved that one. I love that one.
First 3-pound fight to almost go to the very, very end. But a very, very good effort from both teams. Sparks flying, parts flying, plastic flying, parts of the arena flying.
Parts of the arena flying.
Everything was up in the air in that match.
I bet the box smells great right now.
Yeah, probably nothing like electrical smoke or anything like that.
We got a couple questions as we clean up this next match. So, John, you're asking, what is the difference between the 1 pound and 3 pound? So, 1 pound and 3 pound simply means that is the maximum that's the maximum your weight. That's the maximum weight your robot can be. So the dimensions don't really matter. You of course have some kind of volume limitations as to how much you can put into 1 pounds, but as long as your robot is under 1 pound, or under 1 pound, or 3 pounds, or 12 pounds, 30 as you go up in the weight classes, you can compete. There are some special rules if you don't have like a wheeled drivetrain. So some bristle drives, you may be able to go up to 5 pounds. It really depends on how your robot is built. But yeah, that's basically how the sizing works out. In general, I mean, some of these robots are no larger than maybe an iPad. The 3-pounders especially. The 150 grams you can probably hold in the palm of your hand. So,
because especially if you're machining your stuff out of plastic in terms of your bases and stuff like that, if those are plastic, then you don't really have a ton of weight in terms of like actual mass on, because the 3D printing parts, a lot of times you don't do 100% infill. You do very low infill and just have multiple copies of that part. And so that actually doesn't end up weighing a whole bunch. However, the motors and servos and everything like that are on your robot, including the battery and like the receivers and all those kinds of things, those end up adding up, especially whenever you're in these lower weight classes, to a reasonable amount of your weight. So depending on how you design your robot, whether you want a more powerful, because you want to have a powerful motor to be able to hit hard, especially in the 3-pound bracket, as we've seen. If you can't hit hard, it's going to be hard to keep up. But also being able to take hits is important, and being able to at least have a robot that's functional, even if it loses parts, or having parts that are kind of like sacrificial in nature in terms of like your side panels or wheel protectors or things like that. Trying to make sure that you can take a lot of hits but also deal the most amount of damage for your weight class means that you're going to probably want a pretty good motor, and then you're going to want to protect that motor and protect your drivetrain and everything else.
I believe we're still trying to clean up the box after the last match because there was a lot of carnage that came out of that.
There was indeed. There was tires and all the rubber that flew off that as well is still on the field as they're cleaning it off. But that was quite the match to watch, and that's going to be I guess not judge's decision. It's going to be a tap out. Warhard won it, but it was pretty close. I mean, the difference in driving could have made either side the winner.
Absolutely, yeah. So that bent wedgelet on Cobra Chicken probably is what cost him. That was
he couldn't get his only other working wheel on the ground. Couldn't get on the ground. Then was just causing him to be up, which is more susceptible to hits from the underside, and hits from the underside means your electronics get hit, your tires get hit. All the things you don't want are, typically touching the arena. That way you can have the most amount of protection from the arena, because as we all know, the box always wins. So if you can put the box on your side, then you're at a pretty big advantage.
I think we're gonna go into our next matches, and then we will probably have some interviews coming up real soon of some of our competitors. But yeah, actually, we do have one of the competitors. Someone asked about the size of the robots. So this is about the size of one of the robots. This is Spring Breaker, thoroughly broken, and I mean, I guess I can't really tell you the size of my hands, but this is the size of one of the robots for 3 pound, and they have the small wheels. There's a little drone motor in here. Their weapon is off right now, but this is about the size of the robot. And it's nice and pink and white and broken. So, Spring Breakers or Spring Broken, you decide. But great job on their first rookie match. So, and I'll hand their robot back. They'll be back next spring break. So, stay tuned for them in 2024. Still cleaning up the field for right now. And I believe we've been running some Fairyweight matches that have been, I've heard a lot of commotion over there from, I think, the robots, hopefully, trying to take each other out.
Falling into that pit, possibly?
Oh, yeah, falling into the pit. Still looking for confirmation of when the field's going to be cleaned up. I think they're almost ready. In any case, we'll call our next robots to be ready. So Jaguar will be facing off with Waga 2.5 in the loser's bracket for 3 pound. And then on deck, we're going to have Prawley Goosum versus Bungalow Bill. So you guys are going to be up next on the stream, in the matches, and to get destroyed.
Looks like Jaguar is in the box.
Waga 2.5 looking to get hit again, I guess. Driven by Sid the Kid.
Hit him again, some might say.
And I think there's a fair amount of banter going on. All right. I think we're going to switch over to the box view. We got them getting into the box, and we're getting ready to go. Let's switch over to the box view. So we got Waga 2.5 in the blue corner here, and in the red corner we have Jaguar. This is going to be another matchup of a horizontal spinner, kind of, versus a vertical spinner, which I think we know how that went last time.
Jaguar's weapon last time as well being kind of disabled by just a ramp bot, so we're going to see how it does against something that's going to be putting a lot more force onto it as well.
Here we go. Jaguar, you ready? Waga 2.5, you ready?
Let's go!
Judges, you ready? All right, I'm hearing some hype. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fight.
We
got some spin up. Here we go.
Oh, and that looks like it's going to be some kind of a fire.
No way.
With some smoke in the arena.
He really did not bring any spare parts today.
Looking like he still might be able to use that ramp to his advantage.
Go, come on, Jaguar, spin it up. Take out Waga 2.5. That did count as a hit. That is true.
There's a lot of magic smoke in there.
Looks like that could be a pin from Waga.
That's a pin. We're going to have to release real soon.
Magic smoke!
And we backed off. A lot of pushing around here, with 1 minute left to go in the losers bracket.
Neither competitor's weapon spinning.
We had what I'm hearing is a motor burnout, thankfully, and not a battery, because batteries are far worse.
And ESCs as well.
But Waga 2.5 should know that releasing the magic smoke does not make it work. You need the magic smoke to work. So
Just ram him! Gets in!
getting some poke damage here.
Explain it in Fortnite terms.
Trying to get as many control points as you can just by wiggling around on the field.
And aggression as well.
And aggression. 10 seconds left.
When your drive motor burns out, it is kind of hard to move in a straight
All right,
line.
that's the end of the match. Whee! All right, the judges will have their work cut out for them on this, as Waga 2.5 shimmies back into the corner, and as the box seems a little foggy now. Yeah, we had some movement.
Neither team was able to land a decisive hit on that last round. However, it was another 3-pound match that went all the way through the time. So that is also something to note. However, Waga did seem to have a pin at one point on Jaguar, being able to push him into the corner and actually having to be called by the judges to release them. So I think that might be the deciding factor in the judges' ruling.
And I think this might be the first time today that we have to use the filter, but I'll let the refs decide. It smells quite lovely in the box right now.
That brushed motor burnout.
Brushed motor burnout. Love to hear it. But judges currently deliberating and letting the box air out just a little bit. All right, next up in the box, we're going to have Nanette versus Goosum for the 1-pounders as we still clean up the box. And on deck, we're going to have Darkside versus Woodygo. I can't see the entire thing. Yeah, Woodygo.
Woodygo last time did get knocked out by one hit.
That was a one-hit knockout. That is
However, Darkside is a ramp bot, so we'll see if the ramp bot versus ramp bot is going to be like.
All right, we got the results in from the last match. Waga 2.5 won by unanimous vote. So congrats to Waga for winning that match.
I think it must have been that pin. Because
I
that
think
pin
the
was
pin
the
got
really
it.
only thing that was able to be kind of a decisive call other than just kind of a few bumps and aggression points.
Yeah.
That smell is something.
All right. Getting ready between, I think, a match of 2 wedges, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I can't hit you
Looks like 2 wedges. So, in the red corner, we have Darkside. I believe. Yep. Red corner, we have Darkside. And in the blue corner, I think they're switched. I think I'm calling out the wrong robots because they're in the wrong corners. It's Gusam in the net. My apologies. All right. Gusam in the blue corner and Nanette in the red corner. Nanette, are you ready? Gusam, are you ready? Judges, are you ready? Audience, are you ready? I need to hear some more hype. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fight.
We'll see if this 1 pound match goes longer than 30 seconds.
Got a good weapon spin up there trying to hit this wedge. Got some good sparks flying. Just trying not to get lifted. Oh.
Ooh. Some nice sparks coming across.
You know your weapon's spinning fast when you can generate lift.
Looks like that might be a
Speaking of
pin.
generating lift, there we go. Trying to get, gonna have to get flipped back over. He wants to do any damage. Got a good pin right here, though. He's gonna hold him as long as he can, and he's letting him go. It's a fast little wedge. He's gonna spin it up again, try and get to. Oh, flinging him across the box.
Another big hit, leaving him still with the top spinner, the spinner on top, meaning that he's not really going to be able to interact with the ramp bot.
Holding him for as long as he can. And they're going to back off now.
Gusam doing a good job of exerting control over Nanette, as that spinner is just still too high to be able to actually hit. Oh, looks like he's been actually flipped over. Oh, and flipped over once more.
Flipped back again. Oh, now he's in the prime position. Oh, actually, no, he's not.
Gusam doing a really, really good job of keeping control. That's a third pin.
Great pins from Gusam. Letting him go right when he needs to.
That weapon still just can't reach.
Oh, some good sparks flying. Trying to spin up that weapon as much as he can. Sounds like someone on a belt sander.
The weapon from the net still not able to do any damage just because it's going straight over the top of Gusam. Gusam with 3 pins, I think is going to be a pretty decisive victory.
And with the
as
last
time
pin
ticks
at the
down.
end. That's the end of the match. Great job from Gusam and great aggression from the net. Nice job, guys. As we clear out the field, the next match is going to be between Darkside and Woodygo, and they will be coming onto the field for 3 pound.
Well, once again, another good 1 pound match that actually went all the way down to the 0 timer. A rare thing that we've seen today, I suppose.
That is a rare occurrence today.
But like Gusam just did such a good job of being able to just stay in control of the situation, stay underneath and out of range of that weapon every time that Nanette was trying to be able to hit with that spinner upside down. Gusam would just get right behind him, flip him over, and then you just can't hit.
Those
wedges, so you either have to run yourself into the wall or let them flip you. But Gusam was not going to flip them if they did not mean to, and keeping them in control the entire time was just an effective move.
And don't be fooled. You see those little wedge bots, and you think, okay, I could probably drive one of those. It takes a lot of practice. You are still schmoving across the field. It is hard to move one of those robots effectively and with good driving. It takes a lot of practice. But we're going to go ahead and switch into the camera view, and we're going to take a look at our robots. We got some paper? They're forks? The papers are forks. I will take that. So on the red team, we have Darkside, and on the blue team, we have Woodygo. And I believe looks like we're getting ready to go. Darkside, are you ready? Woodygo, not ready. Not ready. Okay. Gotta readjust the we gotta readjust the wedge real quick. Gotta tear off the wedge a little bit. There we go. All right. So Darkside's ready. Woodygo, are you ready? Judges, are you ready? Audience, are you ready? Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1, fight.
Ooh.
All right, we got a good pin already from Darkside. Almost.
Woodigo able to drive over Darkside after they pinned. The paper ramp's not really looking like they're doing much of anything.
I don't know what that pattern is on the paper.
It's
Is it
forks.
forks? Oh, it is. It's literally just forks. You gotta. Is that a pin from someone? Did they pin him with paper? Is he slipping? Paper beats rock. That's a great one. It's all about control points now.
Darkside seeming like they lost control of that right wheel once again.
We have one wheel disabled on Darkside. Maybe it's just stalled out. Maybe it'll turn back on.
Try and get the other wheel.
We're shimmying across the floor. We're doing a little dance.
Woodigo not looking like he's able to move into a position to attack Darkside. As Darkside is also not really able to get over to Woodigo to attack.
That's a tap out. All right. Tap out. So wait, who's the winner in this match? All right, Darkside tapped out. Woodigo wins. All right. That's the end of the match. Let's go.
Another ant weight. Not lasting until the entire match. However, I think that one could have gone on as neither side really had a decisive point of victory.
It turns out you can make forks out of paper with just forks printed on the paper. It
gives you the tactical advantage, I suppose.
It's a psychological advantage. You make them think you have forks, and you have forks. They're printed there. They may be made of paper, but there's something to be said.
Something happened to get Darkside's motor to turn offline because they made it to the center of the arena, but they just weren't able to really do much after that motor of their right drive motor got turned off.
New fork meta? Can we see it in NHRL? Can we see it in Houston?
We
might. We just might. I think that ball can make
forks.
it. I think it can make it. All right. Coming onto the box, we'll have Eagle versus Titan Killer, and in the staging area, we'll have Nanette versus Gently. I'm going to pause for a second.
Hey, if you're in-house with us, we have some shirts for sale at the back. They'll be here for 5 more minutes. So if you want a shirt from the event, go back there and grab one. You've got 5 minutes left. There's also snacks and water and stuff back there as well. Thanks.
Producer giving out an announcement real quick to the room. If you want to check out the Fairyweight stream, it's been going on for the last hours, or actually the last 30 minutes or so. That's also on our YouTube channel and is active. And I think they've been having a great time over there. I haven't seen any of the matches yet. I just keep hearing the commotion of things spinning up and moving and getting thrown around in that small box.
And that stream is running alongside of this one on the same channel. So make sure if you're interested in that, you check it out. Or while we're taking breaks in between matches, you can check that out as well.
All right, coming into the box, we have Eagle and Titan Killer. Eagle in the red corner, Titan Killer in the blue corner. Eagle, are you ready? Got a thumbs up? Titan Killer, are you ready? Judges, are you ready? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, fight. Got that weapon spinning up, trying to get a good hit. Launching him into the air. Is he broke?
Eagle
Is he not
taking
moving?
flight, but Titan Killer
Is
not
Titan
being
Killer
able to
dead?
be responsive.
I think the one hit might have killed Titan Killer. That's impressive.
The ramp bots just seeming to be able to stay in
Wow.
repaired condition.
Immediate KO. There was no movement from Titan Killer at the end of that. That was 1 pound losers. So
Titan Killer seeming like they almost disabled themselves
So-
because the ramp bot obviously didn't inflict any damage onto them.
So based
by
on the
ramming
outcome of
them.
that match, Eagle has won and knocked out Titan Killer from the competition. So
Well, it looked like Titan Killer was not going to be able to move after that. That second hit
that was a hard hit and maybe a little too hard for the first time.
by themselves.
Yeah.
It was only a ramp bot, so the ramp just was able to deflect enough to be able to put the force right back on Titan Killer, and Titan Killer just was not able to hold their own weight.
Right. All right. Coming into the box next, we will have Nanette versus Gently. And Following that, we will have some interviews and Break the Bank. Break the Bank. We love Break the Bank, and you'll see a lot of hard hits on this box. We'll explain it when we get there, but
The box from last year still has not broken, so we'll see if anybody this year is able to break it. As we've seen, ramp bots seem to be the thing that consistently work, and that's not really anything that you can break the bank with.
No,
so we'll see if we have any spinners that are still intact and willing to compete in the break the bank competition.
That is very true.
That'd be the only thing that can really break the bank.
Yes, there's still some good gashes in it from last year from people taking hits off the box, and I don't know. I'm going to put it out right now that I don't think the box is going to get broken. You hear it here. I don't think the box is going to get broken. So we will. I guess we'll only see in a few minutes.
I think it might have enough damage on it to be able to break, but it's just a matter of who's going to be able to hit it in the right spot. That's going to be able to get enough bite into the material of the box, because a lot of times if you're not able to really get any kind of way to dig into the box, you're just trying to smack a flat surface, and that flat surface is just going to reflect it back, at least the force. And so it's a matter of if you're actually able to use your weapon to chew away at that and be able to actually get a foothold and then be able to get a lot more
having
bite
to
into
pin
that
the
weapon.
box in the corner and then still contact it with your weapon to eat away at it is that's a whole driving skill in itself that you don't really train for, because you're not normally trying to break into a box. So
yeah,
you're trying to break into another
usually
robot.
your targets are responsive, so you're trying to counteract that instead of just trying to hit a passive target.
I believe we're I believe we are running to try and get Nanette and Gently on the field for this next match, and then we'll have Break the Bank afterwards. But I will get confirmation from our producers and from our runners real soon. Looks like they're coming onto the field.
Matches today going very, very quickly.
Oh, I am being...
3 to 4 minute wait because somebody's charging from another match. Here's a bank if you want to talk about it.
All right. We have a couple... Actually, do we have a couple minutes? We may have 0 minutes. All right. We are actually fielded now between Nanette and Gently. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to the other view. And our producers will switch us to the box. And
we're going to switch over to the field so we can see the robots.
Real quick. Switching
Robots
over.
are on the field.
All
Nanette
right.
in red, Gently in blue.
Matt, you want to hit the countdown this time?
I'll take the countdown this time. Nanette, are you guys ready? Gently, are you ready? Judges, are you ready? All right, with that, we'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's fight.
Got both weapons spinning up. Early hits already. Trying to take chunks out of each other. Hitting the box. Hitting the red corner. Is that a...
Nanette looking like their weapon is once again out of range by being underneath this time instead of over the top on Gently.
I got a good spin move here. You could take him into the NFL for that.
Both horizontal spinners making pretty good contact. If the net's able to just get a slight angle upwards, they're going to be able to hit Gently or be able to hit those tires, which they would absolutely take out if they're able to get a good hit on.
Both weapons still active a minute into the match. Doing a great job from both sides. You can hear the hum of the motors through the box.
sparks.
Good sparks for weapon-on-weapon contact.
Once again, sparks and both weapons run into each other. Looks like parts of the robot are on the field from each side. It looks like
That does look like a belt.
It looks like the belt for Gently is knocked off by Nanette.
Something's wobbling around on the field. Oh, that's a weapon gone. He took off the weapon.
Looks like both weapons are now disabled.
Push him into the corner.
Now it will be a shoving match.
Oh,
with really good aggression
good
points from both
aggression.
sides.
Trying to get him into the pin for as long as he can. There's some difficulty moving around on the field here. Got 15 seconds left in this match. With a weapon off, this may be a lot of good hits, but this may be a contentious hit or contentious match.
Both weapons disabled. Nothing going to be able to be super decisive in these last seconds. But it's going to be completely up to the judge's discretion.
Wow. Great job. Great job from both teams.
I believe that was a 3-pound lasting all the way until the end. Once again, a rarity.
I believe so.
Very rare to see in this competition. But once again, a very good match. I mean, both weapons got completely disabled. It's almost like that scene in Saving Private Ryan that where they're throwing their helmets at each other after both their guns run out of ammo. I mean, it's just trying to, by all means, approach of trying to get the victory. Yeah,
trying to end the fight as quickly as you can. Well, you guys are in for a treat. This is going to be the first Break the Bank match that we have today. It's going to be with Buck Wild after they clean the field. But there's a little bit of time before we do that.
I think we got the bank right here.
We
actually
do have the bank. I'd like to show this off. So last year, let's see if I can get it in focus. Last year there was far more metal in this box in all the corners. I can vividly remember each of the corners getting knocked off by different robots. Billy, who drove Hornet, he had a different robot before. He took off one of the slats. I believe Ablation and another robot took off the corners. Now there's just one corner left, and it's plexiglass, wood on one side, and wood on another side with a giant gash in it, and a lot of epoxy. So good luck trying to break this box open.
Hopefully somebody will break it open today. Last time, obviously nobody was. And I think money has increased inside the bank, but you will be able to take that home if you're able to break it.
The results from the last match are in. Nanette won the last match. Nice job. Good hits, good aggression from all sides. Great job, guys. Yeah, the box it's a work of art. It doesn't look like it, but our very own producer, Preston, made the box in 0 time at all, and it looks great. So this is the same box from last year. From those of you that watched this,
you could take notes. That could be your new chassis.
This is true.
Just figure out how to put a weapon and wheels on it. And
you could have a box. This box actually might be 1 pound. Oh, I need to give the box because we're about to start it. But yeah, we're gonna get the box into the box. Boxception to Tesseract, just in the wrong dimension, and get Buck Wild onto the field.
We might be switching to the field view as Preston's explaining that you're able to put the box down as a competitor on any side that you want. So that, aka having that side with the gash in it closer to you, or having it in a prime spot for your weapon to be able to hit. That way you have kind of the highest chance of whatever you feel like is going to be the best way to break the bank.
So today I'm going to find out if I stand corrected the whole time. Actually, that's not the correct way to say it. If I'm correct the whole time, or if I eat my words here and they break the box in one hit. So, the general rules for Break the Bank is you get 1 minute as a 1 pound bot and 30 seconds as a 3 pound bot, because 3 pounders have more mass, heavier weapons. And any money that comes out of the box is yours. So, at that point, take it on as much as you want. And I think we're ready to go. Buck Wild, are you ready? Box, are you ready? You don't get to decide. You're ready. All right. Audience, are you ready? All right. 3, 2, 1. Box fight. He's spinning up. Ooh. It's already stuck in the corner. The box is getting aggression points. Trying to cut it open. It sounds like I'm in a wood shop.
Break the Bank might not be able to get a good hit with those ramplets on either side.
Oh!
The big hit box is out of the corner, which is going to make it a lot easier for Buck Wild to be able to hit the box.
The box already doing some damage to one of the wedgelets on Buck Wild. Ooh. Oh!
Another hit.
Good.
17
good
seconds
hit.
left.
15 seconds left. Can he get another good hit? Can he split it open? Almost. Oh, it launched him off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Wow. Good hits. Unfortunately, it did not break open, but the box lasts Another round.
Well, you know the famous saying, the box always wins, as it seems the box remains victorious and unbroken, waiting for the next competitor to give it a shot.
I don't remember that saying, but I remember it now. Now that you bring it up. All right. And we're going to have another contender for the box pretty soon. I think we're going to have Jaguar coming in to try and take a chunk out of the box. And we're going to go ahead and do a brief switch. Our producer, Preston, longtime commentator, he's going to come in. Preston, how you feeling?
As the creator of the box, I'm feeling great. Very proud of the box. Okay, hey, 3-pound guy. Oh, hey, that's nice.
Wait.
Look at that cut. Yeah.
There's a
hand
good
it on
chunk.
over. Take a look at the update. It's going to be hard to see on camera, but there's a hole. Oh, you can see it when it lines up. There's a hole now, right here where my finger is.
That's actually, I think, the first real hole we've been able to generate.
He was able to saw all the way through. There are 2 layers of acrylic and polycarb. 1 layer of acrylic, 1 layer of polycarb on here. And so sawing through him is quite a feat. I'm very impressed. That was our only 1-pound competitor for Break the Bank. That is
true. That
still
is very
viable.
True. That is still viable.
Really excited by that. I love to see the lighter robots willing to take their shot at getting the money out of here. We're now moving on to the 3-pound competitors, and those 3-pound competitors, man, they've got a shot. We saw some absolute carnage last year, metal breaking, flying off, robots breaking and flying off. I think our competitor this year, he's sitting in a chair and his feet don't touch the ground. We'll see if he can make the 30 or 40 bucks that's in here. It'd be a great move.
It would be fantastic allowance right there. All right.
Have Jaguar versus the bank. Because they're 3-pound, they'll only get 30 seconds, unlike the 1-pound who got a minute.
So Jaguar gets to put it into the box however he'd like to try and get the best hit that he wants. Because as we've seen before, Jaguar gets a few hits, and for 30 seconds, I think we might be able to get some good damage on this.
Brandon, if you'll switch that timer to 30 seconds, we'll get Jaguar ready to go. It looks like Jaguar is lining up very close. There we go.
All right, we're going to start right off. All right, Jaguar, are you ready? He's almost ready. Jaguar, are you ready? All right, I'm getting confirmation that he's ready. I think the box is never ready. Preston,
3,
you want to do it?
2, 1, go!
Got to spin up the weapon. He's got the 30 seconds. They're quickly dwindling away. There we go. There's a spin up. Can
Looks
he
like
get
they've
in?
made a modification since their robot-to-robot round.
Oh!
Whoa!
Okay.
An excellent hit by Jaguar. Great aggression. Some awesome damage. Unfortunately, the weapon from Jaguar comes flying off.
I can't see it on camera, but I think I see a slight split in the side of the box.
There is definitely some significant box damage. Jaguar has
And that's it.
cracked the bank open for whoever's next.
Wow, great job, Jaguar. Round of applause for Jaguar.
Let's go.
Wow, that was a big hit.
I would love to see it. What a match, too. I love that they adapted their spinner. So in the robot versus robot rounds, they had a helicopter blade that had these pieces coming straight down, right, to protect themselves. So because the box isn't going to attack you, they took those off, allowing them to spin up faster and get higher RPMs and absolutely hit it. And wow, if we can grab the bank again, I definitely think we see some split sheets of polycarb.
There are some split sheets here.
A whole edge, it seems, been taken right
man.
off. Look at this.
So close.
You
You can see it right here. A sin for aggression.
Jaguar would like 1 penny for aggression points. They did a great look at that. You can hold it now by the polycarb. Jaguar doing the most damage to the bank in 2 weekends of competition. Excellent, excellent job.
We're really close to splitting this box open. Really close.
Next up, we're going to have Warhard versus the bank. They've got an opportunity. If they hit this in the right place, there will definitely be some cash raining down on their robot.
That definitely if we get the right hit. As we're still cleaning up the box a little bit, as far as I know.
Chat, what kind of weapon do you think would work best against the bank? Are you thinking egg beater? I think an egg beater.
Egg beater's
Maybe
been pretty good.
a horizontal spinner if it's at the right height.
At the
you
right
want it
height.
to hit the box halfway.
Yep. The middle, the halfway point is where it's the weakest currently.
Last year we had a flamethrower who did not sign up for Bake the Bank. I would love to see what a flamethrower does to epoxy and polycarb.
It would do something. We've been able to bend some polycarb with flames before, but not quite yet burn it.
It's a neat opportunity for the active weapons to get to show off what their weapon's supposed to do.
Right.
In a lot of rounds, active weapons suffer by self-damaging them, right? It's like those good old Pokemon games. Once your Pokemon get powerful enough, sometimes they hurt themselves in their confusion.
In their own
So
confusion.
It's a really nice chance to get to showcase what your weapon can do. I mean, Jaguar, I'm just flabbergasted. Look at this. It's a yo-yo now. They did such a good job. An excellent showcase. They've struggled against some of their robot-to-robot matches, but now we've got to see what their robot is capable of, and what an exhibition it was. Great job.
Coming onto the field for the next Break the Bank exhibition, we got Warhard trying to get onto the field. And I think we still have some more 3-pound competitors for the bank.
We do. We had several 3-pound competitors sign up from the bank. Some of them are no longer operable, so their money is just in here for one of the other competitors to take. Everyone's gone through round 1 now.
This is true.
In both brackets. So, chat, if you've got Fairyweight competitors, don't forget we have 2 live streams going at the moment. You can hop on over onto our Fairyweight live stream and watch some of those matches. They've been going throughout the day. They might be wrapping up, but I've heard they've even got some spinners going. It's been great.
We've got a lot of people here right now. Thank you guys for everyone that's come out to watch this match. And I think we're about to put Warhard in the box. Oh, yeah. There he is.
All right, one member of Team Warhard, if you would like to arrange the box, you can place it however you like.
It's like going into a Rubik's Cube competition. You get to put it however you want, or like a cue ball on a pool table.
It can make a huge difference.
It is a huge difference.
If you hit the edge that still has aluminum angle bracket guarding it, you're not going to make a lot of progress.
Got it. All right, so what's the strat here? So he's got, I think, the edge that is...
He's got an egg beater.
Yeah.
So he wants it up against the wall so that he can run into it and use the momentum of his robot to add to the hit strength.
And he's trying to, I think he's going to try and hit that split edge already on the corner into the, maybe
This
into
does
the
mean that the box is going to benefit from the inertia of the entire arena. So when the robot comes slamming into it, it's not going to move. That robot's going to bounce.
The box always wins. All right, Warhard, are you ready? I think I got a thumbs up. All right. The box is never ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Break the bank! Lining up the shot, powering up.
Here's the max speed.
He missed. Oh, there goes the box!
There's a box. Come on, break it open. We're getting close.
Some excellent hits here.
Whoa! Okay, we got some polycarb flying off.
Right in the corner.
2, 1.
Oh my goodness, time's
And
up!
that's time's up! Did he split it open?
Any money that is out of the box. Chat, this is going to be close. Alan is going to make the call. Officially standing by. Alan, any money that's out of the box, they win. Did they crack it without... How open out? How open is it? All right. Like, pick it up. Does all the money just fall out when you pick it up? This is the moment of truth, chat. You can't shake it any times. Sid's gonna do it. He's impartial now because his robot broke, so he can't compete in it. Just pick up the box, Sid. Don't think about it too hard. Pick it up. In the thing where we can see it on the camera.
Am I supposed to flip it upside
Yeah, just flip it upside down. What happens? Nothing! No money! The box always triumphs! Here we go. Run it again.
Run it.
You can't call the safe cracked if you can't get the money out. You need to use your hand? Doesn't count. Doesn't count. Next robot. I want to see it rain.
The box always wins.
Those were great hits. And if there was a bit more efficiency on lining it up, they would have busted open for days. Bring it on over here, Alan. Let's see what we're looking at. No, I want to see how open is.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
That's not nearly as open as they said. It's wide open. It's still got the second layer of polycarb covering the hole. You could shake it. Nothing's coming out. Just sawdust. No money.
It's
This
getting
is not
there.
broken. It is cracked.
It is cracked.
The next competitor has a real chance. Luke's going to use our random number generator to pick the next name, and it's Cobra Chicken.
Cobra Chicken gets a chance.
They did a great job. I don't want to undersell.
No.
That was excellent. They cracked through 2 layers of polycarb. Unfortunately, all of that polycarb is still hanging on those bolts, keeping the money from coming out.
We got one of the metal pieces that flew off. It still feels kind of hot, a little mangled too.
Audience, if you'd like to come up and see the box for a second, you sure can look at it. Don't if our guy holding the box can take like 2 steps towards the audience. Just anywhere else. Like that way. There we go.
Wow.
Excellent.
Preston, I think you really outdid yourself. I'm not going to lie.
This is the last piece of aluminum that was on the box. It was just epoxied on there. Shout out JB Weld. Sponsor us. Sponsor us, JB
us.
Weld. That whole box is put together with like 8 bolts and some JB Weld. That's it. So absolutely phenomenal. Great job from Warhard. Those were some awesome hits. A great crack. But none of the money's coming out.
So now Cobra Chicken has the chance to set it however he wants.
It couldn't be a better pairing. He's got double vertical spinners.
All right.
Any of the money that you tear up, it's your responsibility to take to the actual bank and get it exchanged. They'll exchange it, but that's on you.
That is on you.
Hey, please don't spin up your weapon until everything's ready. I will not hesitate to disqualify you from the bank. That way the bank always wins.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we're almost ready to go.
Cobra Chicken, are you ready?
Is the box closed on that
The
side?
box is as unready as it has ever been. Hold on 1 second. We got people doing some crazy things. 3, 2, 1. Break the bank! Oh! There it is!
He did it!
He did it! That's what we wanted to see! A broken bank!
He did it! Woo! He, in fact, made it rain. Wow.
Wow! Clip it, chat.
Clip it. Finally, so many,
Shattered polygon.
after so many hits. I mean, there's still money in the box.
Oh my goodness, chat. Is there still money in the box? How much is in the box? Hand me the box.
Slow-mo replay. So that is an interesting point. The box is completely open.
We got a whole wall empty? Whole wall's gone? All right, yeah.
So-
he broke the bank. I'm satisfied.
All right, he gets the full box. There we go.
Excellent job. Chad, if you ever come into one of our events, we will be running a Break the Bank every time we do our Spring Showdown. The box will change. The amount of money will only ever go up.
It will only go up.
Come on down. Build a robot just for the bank if you want.
It's a strat.
You've got a chance to win much more than your entry fees, so have a free combat robotics event competition. The way to go.
Wow.
Chat, what do you say we get Warhard in for an interview, talk to them about their tragic almost breaking the bank, and then maybe we can get Cobra Chicken to come through and talk about the moment when he made it rain. Matt, can you grab us Warhard and chat with them?
We're going to go get Warhard real quick.
Wow. I mean, that was what a great story. We couldn't have scripted it. Woo!
Yeah.
What a fun way to do this. It's a neat way to incorporate cash prizes in these smaller combat robotics events, right? You're playing for wins. You're playing for awards. Oh, yeah, you can keep the box.
That's a good trophy. There you go.
That's some cash value of that box.
That's like $389.
Hey, no, that's like $25 worth of polycarb right there.
That's true. That is true. All right.
Excellent, excellent.
We're
We're going to have Warhard step on in for a quick interview. We talked to him about Break the Bank and how the competition's going.
All right, and I will step away.
Okay, cool. Come on in, have a seat. Hold it up really close to your mouth.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey, welcome, Warhard. Thank you for being here.
Hell yeah.
Talk to us a little bit. How's the competition going? How'd you break the bank run go? You are definitely the one that cracked it. No one will ever take that away from you. I think it was a team effort, right?
Yeah,
Jaguar
definitely,
really
definitely.
got a big chunk. They were the first one to break the polycarb, and
Yeah.
then you were able to bust through the polycarb. Unfortunately, all of it was still bolted
Yeah.
on. How'd it
Yeah,
go? Oh, look at that. A little tip from Cobra Chicken. There's $1 for your effort.
Yeah, if I had one more hit, if I had just a few more seconds, I think it would have got it.
Yeah. And I saw a moment right at the beginning, right? Your first hit, I think you missed a little bit and had
Yeah.
to reposition.
Yeah.
There were definitely some tiny things to separate, and absolutely cracking the bank open to
Yeah.
what we saw.
So I think the trick is to get it pushed against the wall and then get that impact in it. Because if it's in the middle, it kind of deflects. So I
Yeah.
spent too much time trying to push it against the wall to get those, to get those hard hits on it.
Awesome. Yeah. That was super cool. And your team has participated in other combat robotics event, right? Probably most notably in BattleBots.
Yeah, we did one time.
Do you feel like Break the Bank is something that you could see incorporated into other and larger competitions?
I don't see why it's not.
Heck yeah.
That's like so much fun. Yeah, for
Heck
sure.
yeah, I agree with you. I love watching other streams like NHRL and
Yeah,
BattleBots and things, and I
definitely,
would love to
definitely.
see some side competitions.
That would be very cool. And like with more money, I think it'd be more crazier.
Oh
Like,
yeah, right.
a couple $100, I think everybody go crazy about
That's
that.
for sure. And I mean, it's a team buy-in. I'm hoping that seeing someone win it and crack the bank open this time will inspire more teams to buy in at the next event.
For sure.
And as that goes and builds, right, those cash pots will become very large.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
really, really cool. Thanks for talking to us about Break the Bank. How's
For
your
sure.
run going this year?
Uh,
How's this event going for you so far?
My Norwalks, I had issues, my own problem, but these events have been going good so far. Last weekend was an event in Houston. I got first on that one. And
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hopefully, I can get another first here.
Okay, very cool, very cool. And you're competing just in 3-pound, correct?
I have a 12, but right now this year just a 3-pound. I might do the 12 maybe in May Norwalk.
Awesome. And then the last thing that I want to ask you, I like to ask everyone that we interview, do you have any tips for people that are looking to get into combat robotics? A lot of people find out about combat robotics on streams and watching these, coming to our events live. If you were to give someone a tip, they were starting out, what would your recommendation be?
Just go for it. First time, how we got into it actually was on BattleBots. Was we kept watching it on TV. We wanted to do it. We didn't ask permission. We just built a 250. Whether it got accepted or not, we just did it. You know what I mean? And then try to go from there. Luckily, it got accepted that one time, and since then I've been learning a lot. All these smaller classes.
Wow,
Yeah.
so you actually started with the 250?
Yeah, we started with the 250. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Like years watching it on TV, and we're like, man, you know what? Let's try it. So
Yeah.
so we just made it. We didn't ask for permission. We just did it.
Well, that's super cool. What an awesome story. A lot of times we talk to people and they start, at the smallest weight
Right.
class and move
Yeah.
up. It's cool to see that you can do it however you want.
Yeah,
You can start at the top and go down.
At that time, I didn't even know that these smaller weight classes existed. And to tell you the truth, there's so much more fun in these weight classes. And the 3-pound, 12-pound, 30-pounds,
Yeah.
so much more fun than the real ones.
Oh, I've heard that they're much more agile. They're more
For
fun
sure.
to drive.
Yeah. And anybody can do it. You don't gotta have a lot of money. It's accessible to anybody.
Yeah, obviously the financial, like if your 250-pound robot breaks,
For sure, yeah.
that's a
it sucks.
devastating
It
moment.
sucks,
yeah, versus like your 1-pounder breaks, like you're bummed, but
Yeah, you laugh
you
about
can go
it.
rebuild
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It can be fun to watch, and I do love that. It's one of my favorite aspects of these smaller comps, getting
Mm-hmm.
to watch people even just saying, my robot's almost broken, I'll throw it in and just let
For
it
sure, for
explode.
sure, yeah.
Not a big deal
It's
when,
all for
when you're
fun.
replacing PLA 3D printed parts
Definitely,
instead of
definitely.
steel. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much
Oh, yeah, man, I appreciate it.
for coming down, for competing. I'm excited to watch the rest of your matches.
Oh, yeah.
Great job on Break the Bank. Good luck on the rest of your
Thanks, bud.
fights.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, have a good one. Chat, wow. What an event so far. We've seen some great 1-pound, 3-pound carnage. Hopefully you're keeping up on the Fairyweight carnage. We're going through some interviews. Next up, we're going to talk to Hailstone, who competed last year in our Spring Showdown and is here with us again. Come on.
Howdy, people at home. Howdy, people at home. Hope everything's going well for you. Here's Hailstone, ready to go for the next fight.
There we go. So Hailstone, you've got a sticker on the back of your robot that says botkits.com. Are they a sponsor? Are they your website? Tell me the story behind that.
All right, well, Hailstone is a Bots Kit D2. I had gone over to Seattle in 2016. I'd gotten a chance to handle one of the D2s that Mark Kenworthy was working on from
Very cool.
botkits.com, Kenworthy Machine. And I was like, hey, I can probably drive this thing to pretty good success. You want to sponsor me and, give me a D2 and I'll do what I can. So he did, and this is, what came out of it, Hailstone right here. It's been sitting pretty much the same robot for the past 7 years.
Yeah. Push that mic up just even closer. They're
Yeah,
pretty
about 7 years.
Yeah, there we go.
give or
Awesome.
take. There we go.
Well, that's super cool. I love just the variety in these last 2 interviews versus last year and the typical stories. Getting into BattleBots or combat robotics, can look a lot of different ways. That's awesome. I've loved to watch your robot compete last year. You ended up with 2nd place last year. You're still in the winner's bracket this year, doing well.
Well, yeah, up against Warhard, funny enough.
Well, that'll be an exciting match coming up. I'm wondering, do you have any thoughts or plans in the future to build a robot that could do something like break the bank with like an active weapon system?
Well, honestly, I'm not sure. I've certainly been thinking about maybe making a new version of Hailstone that has an active weapon, possibly for NHRL. That kind of, that depends on some circumstances, how life goes and whatnot. But, I certainly am going to keep running this version of Hailstone as long as I possibly can until it finally gives out. And, I mean, look at all the freaking scars. You've got scars here on the bottom base plate here. If you look over at the top, the back panel of the robot is actually fused to the base plate, courtesy of a hit from Nautiloid. The base plate's chewed up. I actually put brand new wheels on it for this upcoming fight, new plow, new everything. So it's as good as it'll get.
Awesome. Yeah, those wheels, they're my favorite. They make such a spectacle. They're easily replaceable. We'll say that, right? During a lot of fights, especially versus horizontal spinners, we'll see 2 or 3 of those wheels go flying. But your robot and a lot of robots like it do a really good job of maintaining maneuverability even with damaged or removed wheels. So definitely a pro, kind of like airplanes, right? Where you hear that if they lose one engine, they could probably still fly.
Oh, yeah.
It does a really good job being able to have that durability with the wheels.
Well, I mean, I learned a lot from many of the competitors, Jim Ye and Forrest J with Raging Scotsman. I got a chance once over at RoboGames to do a little insect scale stuff with Gary Jin of Original Sin and Free Shipping fame.
Awesome.
Excellent driving, excellent drivers, and I try very much to mimic their driving styles with what I do with Hailstone.
I love it, and I'm really grateful for your time. I'm same question that I asked Warhard. I'm wondering if there's any tips you have for someone looking to get into BattleBots or combat robotics, any type of combat robotic event.
All right, well, look, here's my advice to the people at home. A lot of the people who do BattleBots and who do stuff at the largest scale of competition will do stuff at local events. You've got groups in North Carolina, Florida, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You've got groups down in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth area. SCAR is a very big group over in California. You've got Western Allied Robotics over in Seattle. A lot of these local groups were started and founded by former BattleBots people specifically to grow the sport of robot combat. And there's a lot of people who've come to events like this and eventually gone on to make, bigger and better heavyweight robots.
Yeah, and our event is just like that. So you'll notice our little Riptide branding all over the place. This is an event that's partially sponsored by Team Riptide. Team Sub-Zero's here, and they bring their robots, and we talked with them last year as well. So we've loved the support that we've felt from those larger weight classes, helping grow the sport and grow the audience that's interested in combat robotics. So
well, and the collegiate teams too, because that's very important. I know and this is just a little insider tip. There's a lot of foreign countries that are starting to push for a larger scale collegiate robotics. I know there's China. There's a very big collegiate scene over in India. I've heard Russia might be doing something. The UK might be doing something. I definitely need to recommend to everyone at home, if you are from a collegiate team, engineering or not, you want to push for combat robotics, definitely do so and get more involved, get more networked with other college teams. Undoubtedly do that, and the sport will survive and thrive for decades to come.
Heck yeah. Amen. I want to second that. We've got teams this year from the University of Houston. Last year we had Oklahoma come on down, so definitely everything you're saying is very true. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for competing, and look forward to seeing you in the rest of the matches.
Hey, no worries. My pleasure, and, hey, looking forward to a rematch with Warhard. He's up 2-1 on me of all the fights that we've had so far. He's got a very powerful spinner, a very, very powerful drive. I'm looking forward to seeing how this rematch goes.
Should be great. Well, chat, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to check out the Fairyweights. They're live right now. I can hear a match going. Disappeared again. It's Nathaniel.
I don't really know what's
back, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. We're getting ready to hop right back into our 3-pound winners bracket with Warhard versus Hailstone. The people we just interviewed, mega hype in the chat. We just saw Break the Bank go flawlessly. The event is running so smooth, as you can see. We are freaking ready to go.
I hope you all love the close up of my face. It will not happen again.
Once in a lifetime experience.
Once in a lifetime.
You know what's not a once in a lifetime experience? Our Combat Robotics stream.
This is
Guys,
true.
go check out last year's footage if you missed it. Get ready for this year to continue. Get ready for next year. Come on down to College Station at A&M in the MSC to compete. Big hype. We're so happy to have everybody here competing, all these great competitors. Let's talk about the match to come. You've seen all the robots. You've seen all the weapons. You know how this is going to go. What do you expect to see with Warhard versus Hailstone?
So Warhard, as we've seen so far, has some massive hitting potential with that vertical spinner, and does a insane amount of damage in a very short period of time. Fast weapon spin up, fast movement, good driving. That's a big key part. On the other hand, Hailstone has been old reliable for the last 7 years with that robot. Has consistently won its matches all across the U.S. Was ranked number 1 at one point in. I forget which ranking board, but has been a seasoned robot for the last 7 years or so. So
in our interview, Hailstone did mention that he's I believe 1-2 versus Warhard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So really interesting to see. This is going to be the tiebreaker for best of 5 or something like that. We'll see how it goes. I agree with you. Warhard's got a crazy weapon, but Hailstone does have that durability and, I mean, just the driving and the movement. 4 wheels, I think, might be all powered. It might be 4-wheel drive. It's zippy.
It is a zippy little robot there. And I think we're still setting up, at least on the producing side. We've got our robots in the ring. They're ready to go on the red and blue side. And
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
we almost have our entire audience back. We just took a short break, and they're slowly funneling back in. We got a new panel of judges. We have Keegan, Izzy, and Alex taking over judging for this break, and they're gonna judge these last winner bracket matches. It's gonna be a great time. Most of the robots are still functional. Keyword being most. There are some who have already been knocked out or just outright eliminated because they can't function anymore. It's unfortunate. Waga 2.5 really reining in why they did not bring any spare parts. So this is what happens when you don't bring spare parts. Happens to the best of us, but he'll figure it out. But we're slowly setting the stream back up, and I think we're almost there.
We're getting pretty close.
Pretty close.
Chat, if you are just joining us, welcome to the Texas A&M Aimbots / Riptide sponsored Spring Showdown 2. This is our second annual event. We're really happy to have put it on 2 years in a row now. That makes it an A&M tradition, I think. Anytime something happens twice
Old Army
on
does
campus,
it twice.
Yep. It's a tradition, so now it has to happen every year. So welcome. Get ready for the next 75 years of combat robotics events, because we sure are. We're so happy to have lots of people here. If you're just joining us, we do 1 pound, 3 pound, and we have a separate stream going for Fairyweight, which is 150-gram combat robotics competition.
And Fairyweight has been having a blast. I've watched some of the matches myself. There was a match between 2 flippers. That was a lot of fun.
There was some crowds. There was some cheering. It was a lot of hype.
And in fact, I think they're about to start another match in the Fairyweights, launching each other into the pits of doom.
My favorite thing to watch is the Fairyweight spinners. It's absolutely adorable. You got these little 150-gram robots with like Dremel tool blade spinners, basically, cutting at the other PLA. It's awesome.
There's only so many materials you can use in such a lightweight robot. But yeah. We're going to take a...
Someone broke the stream. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Preston is the magic man for it. And we have Matt back. Matt, what did you do?
Once again.
What'd you do?
I did not
Did you
do
break it?
anything. The
You broke
page changed, and it decided it did not want to work anymore.
We have a fun setup going on here. And I think the flippers...
Action going on at the Fairyweight. If you wanted to tune into that stream for a little bit as we get this sorted.
I can briefly see it from over here. They've got 2 robots just grappled onto each other, trying to launch each other into the pits. And as we get the stream set up here, we have Hailstone and Warhard patiently waiting in the corner. So the box has taken some beatings today. We were looking at the box and finding all the different gashes in it, and they've done a number to that polycarb.
Yeah. The box referring to the arena.
The arena. The other box.
The other box that is all the way done.
The other box is just gone. Can't really do much there. Which was an outstanding hit from Cobra Chicken. Absolute. I talked about it last year. And I've talked about it again. I think I'm going to try and build a 3-pounder for next event that we run. So,
well, we've definitely got the facilities here at Texas A&M.
I think
Lots of action
I think
happening over at Fairyweight, but we definitely have the facilities to be able to enable any student who's at A&M to be able to compete in one of these competitions. If you're able to use the Zachary Education Building to be able to actually make your robot with the FEDC, they will 3D print stuff. They will cut stuff if you provide the materials. You can cut stuff yourself. Lots of good things. At least in because as a college student, you're not really going to have a full workshop at your disposal, so it's nice to be able to have anything that would be able to actually build the robot.
Yep. Lots of machines here that you can use. In fact, the Fisher Engineering Design Center has a whole range of tools available to them. And I believe we have mostly fixed the stream setup. Looks like we're ready to go. Producers, we good to go? All right, I guess we're good to go. Warhard, you ready? You've been ready. Hailstone, you've been ready. Judges, you ready? All right. Audience, you ready and back? Here we go. All right. 3, 2, 1, fight. Here's that terrifying spin up. Can we see it? Is Hailstone going to take the hit, or is he going to move him around? Let's see what we decide to do. I'm trying to scoop him up. Ooh, good hits. Oh, man, what a hit into the box.
Sparks fly as Hailstone pushes Warhard into the side. Warhard's Hailstone's tire is taking quite a beating.
Warhard taking out one of the tires. Oh. Yeah, here we go.
Hailstone flying into the roof.
Reminder, this is not the first time that these 2 robots have met each other. They have fought 3 previous times, and now this is their 4th. Launching
Lots
wheels.
Of absolutely massive hits.
Hailstone's still able to drive a little bit. Oh, the wheels are gone. The wheels are fully gone on Hailstone. We're trying to see, is there any movement from Hailstone?
Warhard looking like
One more hit.
Absolutely finish off Hailstone.
There's no movement. This is looking up. This is cooking to be a knockout real soon. That's a knockout. Warhard doing some absolutely torrential damage to Hailstone.
while taking almost none of his own.
But that's not to discount this. Hailstone had some outstanding driving. You saw that first whip around at the beginning, trying to flip Warhard into the arena to do damage to himself. So,
Even after losing one of his drives, he was still able to actually keep control and at least keep staying in the competition.
Yeah.
And not just immediately getting knocked out.
that is a sturdy little bot until it loses all of its wheels. But still a sturdy robot. Good hits. Great job from Warhard. Great
Lots
driving
of scrap
by
metal
Hailstone.
and scrap plastic to clean out of that arena.
That
as,
wedge can take so many hits.
That can, and it can produce a ton of sparks. It
That
makes
is
for a good show.
Very true. Very true. Shaquang, you say we're robot fighting. Did you not see the robot that just fought? Come on, man. We just fought.
And there's a lot more of where that came from as well, as these teams might end up facing off later, because Hailstone, after he goes back and repairs stuff, is typically pretty good at getting around those bots that have vertical and horizontal spinners, as you guys were hearing in the interview. So,
And let me get a confirmation on our producers real quick. Just checking to make sure that we have all of our streams set up as they should be. But yeah, next up in the next up in the 1-pounders, I believe, we will have Woody Go versus Eagle in the box. So come on out to the box. And we're going to set up this next field. Wow. Yeah, again, vertical spinners. What can I say?
they just seem to just be taking the cake.
They take the cake. They take the cake in basically every weight class. See a lot. In fact, our very own sponsor for this competition, Riptide, runs a variant of a vertical spinner called an egg beater, which looks like a big egg beater, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yep.
With only 2 blades on it. And that thing spins
That
at a
large drum, just
scary
like Warhard,
speed.
actually, I believe, is very similar construction, just scaled down.
Outstanding moves from both teams. So, we're doing great. I think the Fairyweights are still running. I can hear the Fairyweight weapons spin up in the corner, and they're currently trying to knock each other into the pits.
But as we see Woody Go and Eagle hopping into the arena for the 1 pound.
And I think we're going to get
Woody Go having a very distinguished design of having the 2D printed weapon, the forks on the paper.
And we're going to get some confirmation from our producers in a moment of our stream setup. So just give us a moment.